Look, man, I gotta get back to the streets where I come from, sucker.
Samir Rahim. What, not directed by Director X? I'm shocked. I'm appalled. I'm surprised. Could this actually be a good episode? He loves his side boob action, so maybe, just maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. Before I move house this weekend, it is time for me to drop you an awesome review for Robin Hood. No, I am not talking about the classic Kevin Reynolds directed movie starring that other Kevin, Costner, from 1991 with the best sheriff of Nottingham, Mr. Alan Rickman. Loxley, I'm going to cut your heart out with a spoon. But unfortunately, folks, the only spoon I want to cut a heart out with is this monstrosity they call Robin with a Y Hood. Episode 3. Shall we get to it? Because I know you just can't wait.
Jeeves, this is all getting a bit thick.
Yes, sir.
Intense breathing, ladies and gentlemen. Is he about to do a Cobra Kai with his class? I think this is Little John as a teenager. I might be wrong because he was so intense and clearly lost his hair at the beginning. See this dreadlock bloke right here? He reminds me of that Steven Seagal villain Screwface from Marked for Death. You kill me, brother, and I'm gonna kill you.
Get you cleaned up.
Better a close neighbor than a far brother. Oh, okay, that's taken from the Bible. Fine, I thought it was some made-up narrative for 2023. Oh no, the George Floyd Memorial again. Oh God. That's right, it's Alan, and on the left-hand side, it's Much Ado About Nothing, because she doesn't do much, which is kind of funny that she's called Much.
To what we got from Chopping Prince's car to Lionheart Day.
Hang on a minute, they've stole John Prince's car, but they still haven't donated the rest of the proceedings to help out other people. And again, who are these other people they're supposed to have helped out? We haven't seen any gratitude, any thanks from the local residents, because if I was Robin Hood in my neighborhood, that's the shit I would be doing, and getting a beautiful assistant to film people's genuine reactions without their permission.
Yeah, we damn near doing the Lord's work.
Amen.
Holy fuck. If this actress doesn't deliver any more terribly delivered lines than she can already, there's no hope for the human race. I probably shouldn't have gone to drama school. If I could have foreseen what the future was going to be, I just wouldn't have learned how to act at all and just walk my way into a job because my credentials are, hello, I'm a brown fudge cake.
We've been doing this anyway.
I still can't hear you guys. Can you speak up, please? Thanks.
Boy, you got it bad.
Holy fuck. You know what I have got bad? Hemorrhoids. Too much information? Yeah, it is. Do I care? No. Actually, I don't have hemorrhoids because I'm quite a regular kind of guy. Now that is too much information. Yeah, because she's a lesbian. I'm telling you, this woman is hungering. She's scissoring in her sleep for a female companion. Who is that going to? Maybe, oh, I've just had a realization. Maybe she secretly has a crush on Robin and she doesn't know it. Unrequited love, because you got that lawyer chick. She's got a crush on Robin as well. Oh, this could be a three-way situation. Interesting.
Got my own techniques.
I guess this is Director X injecting his own narrative into the proceedings. Because remember when he had that rant about a couple of weeks ago, it was like, hey, you cave dwellers, don't you come out and take women or ask them out for a date? And it's like, here, yeah, baby, I got my own techniques. Because when you come from the streets, folks, apparently there's a thing called street dating where you walk up to a honey and you just charm the pants off her. I'm not being funny, but if you're a badass boss, why are you coming into town on a normal transit bus? You should be pulling up in a real badass car. So already I'm thinking, hey boss, did you pay your bus fare?
Welcome home.
Welcome home, welcome home. See, Peters and Lee.
Whoa, ¿qué es esto?
Okay, right, well, some big titty action, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's kind of perked me up a little bit. Wow.
Oh, look! Pinky and Perky.
In slow motion as she gets out of the car. Boing, boing. Well, one thing I'll say about this, she's wearing a wig. She's wearing a Samuel L. Jackson shaft hat from the year 2000. And she looks very biological as a female to me. So really, I have no complaints at all. And a pair of rouge lips that will suck you from here to heaven above.
I missed you too.
I missed you. I missed you too. Well, when I say you two, I mean...
No.
Seriously, this dude needs to go to a clinic and get himself waxed. Wax on, wax off. Yes, and the lady in the background here is certainly agreeing with me by the way she's rolling her eyes up to the sky. I'm down here, love. I gotta say, this opening is what we needed last week because last week's episode was so god-awful boring. But hey, while I think this show is absolutely comedy gold, at least this perked me up. It got me in the mood. It's like, yeah, we got some real tension about to be brewing. Black on black crime, because that's what's happening in the real world, all right? That's what Director Rex is telling us. We be rocking, Robyn. We'll be rocking, Robyn. We'll be rocking. Hang on a second. Wait. This chick was in hospital for 2 episodes and now she's been released in a wheelchair. So how much time has actually gone by before she's miraculously out of the hospital?
Arise and walk, my son.
Dr. McDermott's a great believer in natural healing powers of the mind.
Why do chicks walk around with their hair in a bun? Because I knew a girl in one of my jobs where she was called a donut, and I didn't quite figure out what that meant until a friend of mine said, yeah, because when she ties her head in a bun, she looks like a donut.
Let me take a look at Sally for you.
No. Factory that built that engine close before you were born.
So let me guess, Much is going to miraculously restore Sally the motorcycle.
Boy, you got it bad.
Hi, Much. Do you do much?
Miss and Martha brought her olds in again. Walk off with my hose picks.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I can see where this is going. You hear the stories in America where people are pulled over while they are in their car, but this is a new one. I'm just cycling, officer. What am I doing wrong? Actually, that does remind me that if I were a policeman in real life and I had to pull over a beautiful woman on a bicycle, well, this might be a scenario where I might actually happen to do that. Get across to the other side of town before the sun. Oh no! He's back from suspension. The Indian police officer who paralyzed her mum. This is going to go one of 2 ways. There's going to be an assault or they end up falling for each other. Because that's the sick, twisted world we live in, ladies and gentlemen.
Miss Loxley.
Yes, that's me.
Justifiable use of force. I feared for my safety and that of my fellow officers.
Hang on a second. You pull your gun out at the matriarch, Leslie Loxley, whatever her name is, the mother, who apparently was a threat to you, who was unarmed, but you pulled your gun out and used maximum force to paralyze her. Oh, I think Director X wanted to retell the narrative but not use a white actor to play a toxic police officer because you know how cringe that would actually be.
Put it down!
0118 999 88199 9119 7253.
See, this is actually a far better episode so far. Yes, it still has bundles and oodles of cringe, but at least I'm watching and at least I'm having a laugh for a different reason. You can see the undertone that is going on with this particular episode, and in fact throughout the whole series so far, even though this is episode 3. And like I said before, it is like storming through the trenches in World War I.
Have a safe ride, Miss Loxley.
That's assault right there. How dare you, Indian policeman?
Is it John? Dios mío.
Oh no, here we go. The stereotypical black on black confrontation time. Let's just swivel my head and swing my shoulders a little bit.
You be working out?
The fact he's called Little John and he's actually twice the size of his actual namesake, and you're asking, you been working out?
This is Little John.
Well, hello, John. Hello, Mrs. 36 Double D.
You look big enough to me.
This female is toxic, and I like her dirty language. She's great. You look big enough to me, Little John. I don't need no magnifying glass.
Well, parole board said that I was
Parole board, parole. So is this guy half Espanol and half black? I wonder.
I came to pay my respects.
I guess that confirmed my suspicion now. The accent was so muffled at the beginning. Doing, doing.
Giving Sherwood a bad name?
You give Sherwood a bad name. I played your part and you played your game. You give Sherwood a bad name. You give Sherwood.
I know your kind. We don't need your protection.
Racist, how dare you? Doing, doing. Doing, doing. I knew I should have found a more high definition episode of this show. Damn it! Damn it!
And the world is balanced again. The forest blooms.
This looks to me like very intense foreplay, because Little John has him in the chokehold. A few moments later, our friend Guy Gisborne pulls his pair of scissors on him, and it's like, oh, can you feel the tension, big boy? Because I can.
You see, no appreciation for quality.
I think the cameraman said, can we just do this shot again, because we haven't got enough boob shots already in this episode. And for some odd reason, her right boob has mysteriously shrunken compared to her left one. That is the weirdest Dutch angle I have ever seen. Somebody must have known I was interested in watching this episode, and they weren't completely wrong. I'm betting this actress may have dabbled in the other seedy side of Hollywood, if you know what I mean. Yeah, look at your phone. Come on, look at your phone up. Absolutely perfect. That's the greatest shot I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Wow, and miraculously, the right boob has been repumped again. Good heavens.
Please, no, please. Please, stop.
Yeah, I'm going to keep stopping and starting. I'm just unashamedly, unabashedly sexist. What are you going to do about it? Boing. Boing.
Give me the mask.
Doing, doing. Whatever the shortcomings there are in this episode, it sure does make up for. With the mama packing the 38 double D rack. You have failed this city for the last time. But But if he'd shot him, then we wouldn't have Mr. Guy Gisborne, if that's who he is, walking back into the hood with his big titty mama. So I'm glad the kid did not shoot him. Thanks. That's good writing right there.
Oh, then he came out like, vroom!
I knew totally how that guy by the hood.
Da Hood! Can we always have an episode, ladies and gentlemen, where the character says, Da Hood? Director X, if you happen to see this video, yes, I think your show is absolutely cringe, but this third episode has actually been rather good in the hood. And you better get a season 2 because I need some more cringe coming my way. I want to see what Alan turns into in season 2 if he's going to take over the Prince John Tower. In fact, where is Prince John in this episode? He's like absent, man. What's going on? I would call that a hate crime, removing the white guy from this episode. How dare they?
Take back what's ours.
But actually, it wasn't yours to begin with. It's supposed to be a shared community of people. I hate that C word, but you know what I mean.
We'll pick our fights and...
Which you shouldn't do because you're meant to be positive role models, but I guess maybe you're mirroring off real life, perhaps?
give what we steal to our people.
Oh, because black folks in a local rundown community have to steal back which was once theirs. How is that so? The point of a neighborhood is that everything is there for everyone's use and disposal of. Holy moly, man.
We're still doing the music stuff though, right?
Of course.
No, the music stuff you should just put in the dumpster truck and let it drive far, far away to San Jose.
I want to let people know we rep Sherwood and Forest. Y'all with me?
Y'all with me? So in episode 1, Robyn was meant to go back to school, but now she's just turned to a life of crime. Okay, but there is no charm, there's no finesse to these outlaws of Loxley, of Sherwood Avenue.
To the hood.
The hood. Yes. Oh my god. Shit. So ladies and gentlemen, a big titty mama is Chromazz, the first lady of hip hop in Toronto. And as you can clearly see, she likes to protect her very valuable assets, and good for her. Do I lust over her? Maybe a slight bit. Do I follow her music? Of course not, because it's not made for me. But something that is made for me is you beautiful people. This was a better episode. Was it still cringe-tastic? Of course it is. But when you don't have Director X behind the cameras and you bring somebody else like Mr. Rahim or Rahman, they've done a better job. It's like the original Star Wars trilogy. George Lucas did the first film. Erwin Kershner took over from duties of the second movie, The Empire Strikes Back, and arguably, because of his direction, the film was regarded as a bigger classic than the first film. But honestly, this episode just, it was surprisingly not bad. Still the dull moments. The actress who plays Much Ado About Nothing still can't act her way out of a wet paper bag, but apparently she's the Canadian version of Ironheart. She can build things. She's the female Tony Stark of all people. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, my copy of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, is arriving today. An absolute bona fide classic. That film has so much charm and finesse to it, which this show so far lacks any kind of evidence of. I think the only charming person in this entire show so far is John Prince, or Prince John. Why did they reverse his names for? It's a little bit strange to me. But honestly, yeah, I can't wait to see what the other content creators out there, what their views are of this episode. And it doesn't make me fall in love with this show at all. But again, this show was saved by two vital assets. That, of course, is Miss Chromazz herself. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's review of Robyn in the Hood, of course, we got to talk about Robin Hood, the original British character. whose origins go way back to 1106, and of course, hence the name Robyn. Sounds like Robin, which is why they developed that moniker for the outlaw who robs from the rich and gives to the poor. So 1106 is how far the origins go back to the provenance, as I like to say, in South Yorkshire. But now it's got a modern redressing, and I'm not sure really how people are even caring about this, but I do, because this is all absolutely done in the worst possible taste. So if you were me, and if I were you, you better come back for the next video.
Lady, a woman of your beauty has no need for such decorations.
How dare you?
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Dream of me. I'll make your dreams come true. Everything's possible with me.